Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. Yay or nay?
10 feet. And some change. Let me look up the
RV was like 11 feet.
How was it 11 feet?
I thought you said that was 12.
I thought so too, but what do we have? A 2023 Kodiak?
Not 2023. Is it 2023?
Mm-hmm.
Kodiak Ultimate 3321 BHSL or something like that.
Width 8 feet. Okay.
Well, why don't you bring that measuring tape so we can measure the RV?
That's what I'm gonna do.
So that if we get there and it doesn't fit through the gate, we don't bring it right now. And we have to figure out what to do with it tomorrow. So if it doesn't fit through our gate, we can't bring it here, obviously. But as I was saying, I don't even know if I said it or not, but we're heading to the RV to try to go pick it up and bring it here. The idea is to have it in the back, but the back gate needs to be, like the area needs to be cleaned out a little bit. So Mauricio's gonna work on that during his paternity leave. So then we can pull it around there and then it will be in the back of the house. But that's like the goal of where to put it. Because technically we're not supposed to have it in the front of the house, but like according to lease it says you're not supposed to have it in your driveway, and we don't technically have a driveway.
No, we just have a front yard.
So like, is it a loophole?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of, but I guess they could tell us we have to move it and then we'll have to figure it out. But I've looked up how much it costs to put an RV in storage, and it's not like a ridiculous amount because it's not like you're just parking it into like an empty lot usually. But like I said, the goal is to be able to park it in that back area eventually. I think it'll be easier to get it in and out of there anyways.
Daddy,
Yes, baby girl.
Did you get her
Yeah.
her water bottle?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go do that. I'm in the RV and it needs a deep cleaning. I'm not gonna lie, like the floors are crusty dusty and like the kitchen needs to be cleaned, but the bathroom needs to be cleaned, but we can do that when it's parked at our house. We think it's gonna fit through our gate, so I'm closing it up. This is what it looks like. I can't believe this is like officially the end. Lily's room is already put up. Officially the end of a era for us. Like, it's just kind of crazy. Like, everything went by so fast for us to move into a house too. It feels like so fast but so slow at the same time. So it's just crazy. Like that, she's locked up. Got some laundry that's right here that we need to take into the house. Our beds are like, this is like, we have so many toppers on this mattress because it was so uncomfortable, and then got to clean all this eventually, so it's kind of crazy. A very, very crazy era that we lived in for almost 2 years. It's coming to an end now. Guys, we're super excited today because we're actually going to pick up our home. We officially got an RV and we bought our truck yesterday. It's been a whole mess. It's been really hard. It's been a lot of learning process and a lot of just like trusting in everything. We're in the RV and I'm gonna do a tour when we get home. But my mom does not know that we bought an RV. And I think I'm gonna call her and let her know. Is it good?
Here's our kitchen.
I'm sure somebody will sleep in there if they want.
Yeah, I mean, I got the mom's air fryer. This fresh lemon juice again when it came up.
Be careful. We got our RV. It's hooked up back there. You guys can see it. But the bad thing is that it's literally raining and we're over a bridge right now. You guys watched me put this room together. And now you're gonna watch me take it apart. It's a family with you guys. We got this.
Mauricio, can you get a step stool, please? Can you get the step stool, please? Never mind.
Mauricio had a job as an air traffic controller at the airport there. Unfortunately, that job did not work out for him. Just like, I feel like, I wouldn't say that the decisions that Mauricio and I made almost a year ago, I regret, but they definitely weren't the best decisions for our family, and we couldn't have known that until we made them and we got into the decision, if that makes sense. Like, they seem like the best decision for our family in the moment without knowing all the other things that were going to come with that decision, if that makes sense. Yesterday afternoon, and we spent like all day. That's what I get for trying to film and do it one-handed. I'm hoping close with those. Okay. Mauricio asked me to help with the stinky slinky, aka the black tank, aka where your poop and pee come out of. This is not my job. If I help with anything out here, it's electricity in the water, not the stinky slinky. So I'm mad. And he gave me these gloves. And I said, so I have to touch it? And he said, maybe. Ew, it's so gross. And it's just been sitting for...
It's the not pretty side of RVing that they tell you about.
They told us.
Yeah.
People told us. It's really honestly not that bad. It just needs a little shaping. I'm just kidding. It's really not that bad. Unless it gets like clogged. And then like the guy who had to unclog it.
And then
that was not fun.
and then it's super expensive.
Yeah, but he had like poop all over him, so I would not want. He had like all our poop all over his pants. Like I did not. Anyways.
Come on, baby.
Like a glove. Mine's an inch. It's because I'm a pro. He's an amateur. I've been doing this longer than him. I'm doing the same amount of time. And for the final time, it's the final countdown. And there's our spot. Bye-bye. Thanks for having us. We'll see you probably never again. Kind of crazy.
What?
Like, we so badly wanted out of the RV, and like to know that we did it and got out of it is... It's a big accomplishment. It's a step in the right direction, I feel like.
From where
I know.
we previously were.
Yeah. Is that our car that smells like that?
No.
Like burning rubber? Very, very bittersweet. Now that we almost got divorced over trying to put the RV in the freaking yard,
Terrible.
it's never as easy as you think it's gonna be backing up an RV. Yes, baby. What, baby? What? Me? Why do I have to go on the couch? Because you're watching TV? Oh, well, my camera's dying anyway, so I guess I am going on the couch. Morning. Before I end this vlog, I want to talk about the products that I showed you guys in the last vlog, the 4 Mom products. So I've tested out their like padsicles, and they were pretty much the same. The only thing is that Freedom Mom claims to have maximum absorbency and be a pad, whereas the 4 Mom says it has maximum absorbency, but it doesn't say anywhere that it's a pad. It just says that it's a cold pack. So that's like the only difference that I could find. I don't know, maybe if it says it somewhere else on the box and I just couldn't find it, that it works the same as a pad. I'm gonna assume it does because it says maximum absorbency, and they're literally identical. I mean, literally they're identical, and they got just as cold. I struggled a little bit to pop the 4 Mom one, but that's about it. But they're very, 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 very similar products. I also did like a pad comparison where I filled these with water. So this is the Freedom Mom and this is the 4 Mom. They both have a 1.5 cups of water in them right now, and they've been sitting for almost 24 hours. And they basically did the same thing. I'll insert the clip that I did on TikTok right here for you guys. The Mom first. We're gonna put by starting with 1 cup. I'm gonna try to make sure it's as accurate as possible. Here goes 1 cup. Okay. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple of seconds. Okay. So it obviously feels pretty soaked. It's pretty heavy. The outside is dry, and so is my counter. So we got 1 cup in the Freedom Mom, and it's kind of starting to dry now. Kind of like a normal diaper would do. It kind of dries up to make it more comfortable. Okay, so let's go ahead and add 1/2 cup more. Okay, so it's rebounding the water off. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a chance. It definitely was rebounding the water. We're gonna give it 5 seconds. So here's the close-up of it, kind of like where all the water is not soaking in completely, and then I had some running off the sides as well. Now I'm going to pick it up. And we've definitely got some drippage. I don't know if it came from it. Well, no, it's pretty wet. It's pretty wet. It's also pretty heavy. So I feel like 1 cup of blood is what can fit into this without making a huge mess. Now let's move on to, I'm drying off my counter so we can move on to the 4 Mom. So we're gonna start with the 1 cup again. This one sits more up, as the Freedom Mom laid more flat. So I'm gonna try to distribute the water the best I can. There we go. Let it sit for 5 seconds, okay? I'm gonna lift it up. I don't feel any wetness anywhere outside of it. And it feels to be drying the same as the Freedom Mom did, in around the same time frame, give or take a couple of seconds maybe. So let's add the 1/2 cup, same place I started, and it's kind of doing the same thing where it's rebounding water off. Let it sit for 5 seconds. I have a little bit of water here, some here, a little bit on the edge. And then it did overflow onto my counter a little bit. I think that's the only spot it overflowed. So I would say it's pretty similar to the Freedom Mom. It's not as wet on the outside though. It's actually not wet on the outside at all. Just where this water right here spilled. This one like got really wet, just because it's like this kind of video, so I'm sorry about that, guys. But I did the pads, and then here are the Perry bottles. These are extremely similar except for one thing really. So I did not know this. Someone commented on my video and I had to go back and look, because I didn't know this with Lilia either, and I used the Frida one, or the Freedom Mom. You can actually pull this a little bit and it like stops it from jingle jangling. Whereas the 4 Mom one, you can, it's just like a little bit more hard to do. It's not as smooth as the Freedom Mom, where you can just like pull it and it like locks into place. Let me see if I can like you see how you just pull it and it locks into place, like it's super smooth. Whereas like the 4 Mom one, you have to like pull it and it doesn't really move like at all, but then it kind of locks into place. And then like it's not as a smooth function, but it does lock. It is half the price though, so if that's the only thing is that you have to use a little bit more muscle, you can decide whether it's worth it or not. And then I also did the underwear. I'll insert a clip as well from TikTok because I actually have them already put away for me to use for postpartum. Freedom Mom or For Mom? French Choice came up with a dupe for Freedom Mom called For Mom. So I went to my Walmart and they had a couple of things in stock. The underwear was one, the Perry bottles were another. Okay, we're gonna start with the Freedom Mom underwear. I have used these in the past. I loved them. So we're pulling it out and it comes in a plastic bag that says 8 regular boy short briefs Freedom Mom. Now let's open up the For Mom, which is literally the exact same kind of box. A very similar bag, more branding. There's like very limited branding on this one. Here's the two side by side. Okay, so very stretchy. These are also really thick too. Like just very, very thick for like disposable underwear basically. Okay, these look very different. And also this one came with 8 and this one comes with 8. They feel very similar. They look very similar. They literally feel like the exact same. They literally feel like the exact same. They just have like a pattern on them kind of. Whereas these are like solid gray. But like, let's compare them. So there's the For Mom on top, and then you can flip it, and then the Freedom Mom is on top. So I feel like the Freedom Moms are like a tad bit longer, but it could be because I just stretched them out too. But they're like the same length. They're like the same thickness, literally. I feel like this is a pretty good dupe, considering I think those are like $13 or $14, the Freedom Moms, and these were like $7. The color doesn't really matter, it's just like the quality and like of course the type, but I'm not postpartum so I can't show you guys exactly like how they work or give you a review on them, but I can give you guys like first impressions, and so far these feel like nearly the exact same thing, just different colors. I am highly impressed with that, I have to say. Like, I'm excited to see how they work postpartum. You guys have to wait 10 weeks to find out. The Frida bottle, Perry bottle, was my favorite postpartum product. This is the Freedom Mom one. It just has the spout that's upside down and you just squeeze it. And it just makes the angle way easier. The other one sits straight up, so you don't have to like squeeze really hard to get it to like work against gravity, but these are working, you know, with gravity. They're designed to squirt in that direction. Okay, basically same little bag. This one has some branding on the bottom. This one has some branding, just says Parent's Choice. Doesn't say For Mom, it just says Parent's Choice. But same bag basically, just like, I guess this one's a little bit higher quality if you were to say like anything about it, but it's just a bag. About to say, these look almost identical, but they're not exactly identical. I can spot some differences. So the For Mom is like a little bit skinnier and longer. Obviously the color is different, but like the For Mom is skinnier and longer. The heads, if I like put them the same angle, the For Mom is a little bit longer as well. I don't know if you guys can see that. The spray nozzles are ever so slightly different too. let's put some water in them and test them out, because that's what you're putting in them basically. So this is what that one looks like. This was the For Mom, the Freedom Mom. You guys can see the difference there too. So tip it over. We have it leaking, so when you spray it, it like sprays up, and it's very long, like the same concept and like the same angle. Oh, it ran out, but you kind of get the concept. They work very similar. I feel like this is a little bit of a softer plastic, and this is more of like a harder plastic too. So overall, I feel like based on first impressions and like feel and testing, they are very similar. I'm impressed. I'm actually really impressed. But yeah, I have all that. And I'm so excited, honestly, guys, like based on first impressions and just looking at these products, they're so similar for like half the price. I think basically everything is half the price of the Freedom Mom one. And they're almost, I think the Perry bottles are the only ones that have super distinctive differences when it comes to like one or two things, which is only it locking into place. But other than that, it's really not bad at all. I'm really impressed. They sell it at Walmart. It's Parents' Choice brand. It's half price. Like, I'm excited to try them postpartum and then give you guys an update on whether or not they're good or not. Like, if they hold up when you're actually using them. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, I'm gonna go make my coffee and I'll see you guys in our next vlog. Bye, guys.
So I just close my